Good morning. Welcome to your Thursday, March 8th, 10 a.m. weather briefing. Yesterday across the region, some areas having a fairly seasonable day, while here at Wallops we were slightly below normal. For this time of year, we're normally in the lower to mid 50s, but we only got up to a high of 48 degrees yesterday. Norfolk, Newport News, and Richmond were the warm spots at 54 degrees. See, Dover didn't even make it out of the 30s, only with a high temperature of 38 degrees. Overnight last night, Richmond was the cool spot at 25 degrees. Here at Wallops, we were a seasonable 35 degrees. And then yesterday, Dover picking up the most precipitation with 0.56 inches. Here at Wallops, we only had 0.03 of an inch after 7 a.m. yesterday, which brought our total rainfall from the system that affected us yesterday at 1.07 inches of rain. Currently across the region, we have mostly sunny to sunny skies. Here at Wallops, 41 degrees. Under mostly sunny skies as of 9 a.m. Upper air sounding from this morning showing northwesterly winds at 25 knots at the 1,000-foot level, and fairly uniform winds as we go up through the column, though they are shifting more to a west to southwesterly direction, and we have our wind max right now at the 25,000-foot level out of a southwesterly direction at 88 knots. Freezing level this morning was at 1,200 feet. Surface analysis depicting the area of low pressure that affected our region yesterday, now churning off the New England coastline. It's down to a 990 millibar low and producing a good amount of snowfall over the northern New England states, and that'll continue to do so today and then eventually begin to push farther off to our northeast. But while that system continues to churn, we have high pressure that's over the area and increasing the pressure gradient, so we have some slightly breezy winds. We do have a slight chance that we could be in wind advisory criteria during the early afternoon time frame, but winds have been well below that here this morning as of 10 a.m. So for our midday planner for today, we're expecting mostly clear skies to start. Then we should start to see those clouds begin to increase, especially after the noontime hour, as we start to get some weak instability built up with the plentiful sunshine that we're having and some stronger lapse rates over the area. Should start to see some lower level Q begin to develop over the area, and should see ceilings developing, looks like around the 6,000 foot level as we go into the middle portions of this afternoon. Overnight tonight, mainly it looks like after 8 p.m. we'll have a sharp upper level trough that'll be swinging through the area, which could trigger some isolated snow showers across the area. Put that chance at about a 15 to 20% chance that we do have some light snowfall over the area between 8 p.m. and midnight tonight. Not really expecting any accumulation with the system, just some light snowfall across the area. And then after midnight, we'll have high pressure building back over the area and that trough exiting the region, and should start to see our clouds begin to dissipate as we go throughout the overnight hours into tomorrow morning. As we head into the mid-morning and afternoon time frame of Friday, our pressure gradient will be tightening back up over the region. We'll start to see winds beginning to increase out of a west-northwesterly direction, and it looks like a likely scenario that will be in wind advisory criteria by the middle portions of the morning and into the early afternoon. Could see wind gusts up around 30 to 35 miles per hour. And then for our day on Saturday, Saturday is looking like it's actually going to be a fairly nice day with mostly sunny skies, high pressure in control, and we could see temperatures rebounding to more seasonable conditions as we're expecting a high right around 50 degrees. So for the next 24 hours, again, we do have a slight chance that we could be in wind advisory criteria during the early portion of this afternoon. Winds west-northwesterly 9 to 14 knots, gusting to 21 expected this morning. Temperatures rising into the mid-40s with a 47-degree daytime high expected for our day today. We'll start to see clouds increase, just some fair weather cumulus build up over the area, and then we do have the chance for some light snow shower activity after 8 p.m. this evening. Winds also decreasing out of a westerly direction at about 4 to 8 knots. Again, no snow accumulation expected if we do get any snowfall from this trough that will be swinging through the area. And then clouds will begin to dissipate after midnight tonight, and we'll get down to a low of around 31 degrees. And then by tomorrow morning around 8 a.m., we'll start to see our winds begin to pick up back up out of the west, 10 to 15 knots, gusting to 23 knots. But again, we're expecting wind advisory criteria to be met by the mid-morning hours tomorrow morning, continuing into the early afternoon time frame. Our tides are currently 1.5 feet above normal, and we should start to see those tides begin to normalizing by later this afternoon and going into tomorrow. So we should be about normal to just slightly above normal as we get to tomorrow morning. Friday, expecting mostly sunny and breezy conditions with a high of 49 degrees, and again, winds look like they'll be above 30 miles per hour, potentially gusting to 35 miles per hour with a high of 49 degrees. Friday night, partly cloudy and cold with a low of 30 degrees, and then for our day on Saturday, mostly sunny and seasonable with increasing cloudiness late, with a high of 50 degrees. Over the next several days, Sunday, we'll start to see our weather conditions really begin to deteriorate as we'll have an area of low pressure that will be moving out of the southeastern United States and up the coast. And we'll start to see rainfall enter into our region. It looks like late Sunday morning into the afternoon time frame. We could see some periods of moderate to potentially heavy rainfall on Sunday evening, We have to high around 44 degrees. Monday, there's still quite a bit of question marks in terms of the precipitation type and how much precip we actually do get on Monday. And it's really going to be dependent on the track of the low pressure system as it moves off the coast and up towards the northeastern United States. Some of the models showing some snowfall over the area, others some rainfall tapering off by the mid-morning hours. So I'll have to keep an eye on this one as models are still a good amount of model solutions just all over the place right now. Right now we're sticking with a high of 41 degrees with a chance of a rain-snow mix for our day on Monday. Behind the departing low pressure system, we should start to see high pressure build into the area for Tuesday. We'll get up to a high of around 45 degrees, still remaining below normal for this time of year. Again, highs are normally in the lower to mid 50s. Wednesday, we'll start to see an increase in cloudiness as we'll have a cold front drop through the area. And then we'll have a clipper system that looks like it'll pass through the region. Could potentially produce a chance for some snow showers or a rain-snow mix late Wednesday into early Thursday. But again, it's looking fairly light, and being this far out, things are certain to change as we get closer to that time frame. Well, that'll conclude the 10 a.m. weather briefing for today. We'll be back with you tomorrow morning at 8:15 for your daily operations weather briefing. Have a great day.